Good evening, folks. I'm glad you're back. Tonight, I got another great live interview for you guys. If you're on, comment and ask questions. We'll do our best to get with you and answer them here and there. I have Rachel Martinez with us from SweeTXpressions, another local business owner. Rachel, go ahead and tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much for having me. As you said, my name is Rachel Martinez. I am lived in Waco for about 20-ish years. Absolutely love it here. Live in the Midway School Districts. Got an almost 18-year-old daughter. She'll be a senior this coming school year. And husband, whose name's Gary, works at M&M Mars, or Master Foods as they're called now. And my daughter's name is Madeline, and originally from England, and strong British accent, as you can tell.
Yeah.
And yeah, I work actually full-time at the Waco Chamber, and absolutely love it. I'm Director of Leadership Development there. And then I make sweet stuff in my free time. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's jump into the business a little bit, because you're just saying you on your spare time now, SweeTXpressions, you cook from home, correct? Like
I do.
So go ahead and tell us, for one, how can everybody get a hold of you first?
Yeah, perfect. So I have an email. It's SweeTXpressions@grandecom.net. I have my cell phone, which is out of town phone number, but it gets me all the time. It's the best way to either text me or call me. And it's 936-520-4931, or Facebook. And that's, as you see behind me, SweeTXpressions on Facebook with the big TX. So there you go.
Yeah, well, go ahead, tell us about it. Cooking from home.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So I bake under the cottage law. So probably about 10-ish years ago, there was some bakers all over the United States that got together and came up with a law that they presented, and it was approved. And Texas is one of those states that has the cottage law. And so it's a fairly lenient law, but it allows home bakers to sell food. And we actually, as of last year, can now ship our food through the cottage law. And so there are certain things we have to have a health, go through the health department and get our health certificate, and we have to take a class. And we are only allowed to do shelf-stable products. So we can't do cheesecakes, unfortunately. We can't do, there's some fruit pies. We can't do the things that have to be refrigerated, like a regular bakery can do, because they've got the display cases that are refrigerated and things like that. So, but cupcakes, cake pops, cookies, we do logoed cookies for businesses. They're a great way to say thank you to your clients. We do cakes, and I've got a few out here that I'd love to show you, some dummy cakes that I've been working on. And then cookie cakes. Basically, if it's got sugar in it and it's shelf stable, I can make it for you. So it's a lot of fun. It smells really good
right now. Thinking about
I know it smells really good right now. So
well, what inspired you to start cooking for everybody at home?
Yeah, so I got your questions beforehand, and I was thinking about I was looking over them and thinking about, I can't believe I made my daughter's first birthday cake, and she'll be 18 in November. And I had a friend that said, well, we can do that. We can make them together. And I was like, okay. And she sparked an interest in me that I never knew existed. And I've been baking almost 18 years. So it's a ton of fun. It's very stressful, especially when you're doing wedding cakes or first birthdays, when you know that those cakes are going to be in somebody's album for the rest of their life, right? But it's really rewarding as well when you set up a wedding cake and the bride comes out and she's just blown away by her vision that was on paper, and then she sees it in real life. It's a lot of fun, and that's rewarding, but it does get stressful. I never realized how many potholes were in Waco until you start driving a cake from one end of town to the other. But other than that, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of late nights. God bless my husband and my daughter for allowing me to completely take over the kitchen and the dining room and the breakfast nook when I have cake orders. It's like a cake explosion. But the really good feeling is when it's all put away and you get to start fresh for the next week. So But yeah, so 18 years ago, and haven't stopped. So officially opened the business probably about 10, 11 years ago. So
Well, I've seen the pictures posted in the group and on your post and they look amazing. Go ahead and let's see what you got. Let's go ahead.
Okay, so just got a little creative this morning. Been wanting to do dummy cakes for, I did dummy cakes. I did two, probably about 6 or 7 years ago, and had bought the styrofoam, and I was like, this weekend I'm going to do it. This weekend I'm going to do it. And thank God I didn't, because I had orders to do. But I've been stuck at home for a few weeks. So this weekend I was like, I'm going to do it. So this is one that I did this morning. So just a 2-tier, obviously it's styrofoam, so there's not cake flavors, but just a simple, elegant design. And obviously you can do the fondant in any color. This is a fondant covered cake. And I cheated on these flowers. These are not real, but I do make sugar flowers. That's one. This one's kind of fun. We love New York in this house, so that's kind of fun. One that I did this morning.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then this one is fun and elegant. Could be a simple wedding cake. It could be a baby shower. Just fun, kind of a lace look. And then I'm going to turn the computer because the other one is really big. And so you can see that one over there is kind of gold and white, and it's got the kind of ruffle on the bottom. So it really can make anything. The biggest cake I made was a 5-tier, I believe. So anything from a small smash cakes for baby's first birthday to you dream it, we can make it kind of thing. So it's a lot. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, they look amazing. They look, those are beautiful cakes.
Thank you so much.
Let's get into it with this though. Since this first started, was your business affected and hit in any way?
Yeah, so cancellations and postponements. I've had a couple of weddings. I had a wedding cancel, and they just decided that they were going to do a small backyard, family gathering. And then I've had another one that's hopefully going to be rescheduled. We're just kind of waiting to see how this all plays out. But they want the big do, which I can't blame them for. And then some birthday parties. The kids' birthday parties that will hopefully be rescheduled, but haven't heard yet. So I had one that was scheduled for a few weeks ago, and I told the mom that the daughter was devastated that she's not going to have all her friends over, and I was like, well, maybe just tell her that we'll reschedule, and that way it'll give her something to look forward to after all this craziness is over. So hopefully that will be something that we can put together for her. So
yeah, it just depends on how long this lasts. We'll see.
Yep,
we'll see
absolutely.
So what have you done to adapt and maneuver, and move forward with this business? What do you have going on right now?
Yeah, so just really trying to be creative. I mentioned earlier cookie cakes. So I just made my first cookie. Well, I've done two now, but about 2 weekends ago, I did a first cookie cake. Found a really good chocolate chip cookie recipe, and decided, well, let's try it in a cookie cake. And so I did that, and it went really well. The person that bought it actually videoed her son eating it, and he gave a raving review. So that was kind of fun. And then the other thing that we're doing, this is the first time anybody's hearing about this. I have a fun thing for your show here.
All right, we're hearing it first, guys.
Here we go, drum roll. So we're going to do cookies for our heroes. So people are. Go ahead, sorry.
I think your mic's covered up a little bit. The volume just went down a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yep, there you go.
Okay.
Sorry.
So no, you're fine. So cookies for our heroes. You've probably seen a lot of bakers are doing the do-it-yourself kits. They've been really popular as the kids are staying home and looking for things to do. And I know they were really popular over Easter. I did a few myself, sold a few myself over the Christmas holidays. But this one's kind of unique and a little bit of fun. So it's called Cookies for Our Heroes. And I'll kind of hold this up so you can kind of see. This is one of the do-it-yourself kits that you've probably seen. going around town. So there are 12, there are a dozen large cookies, and they're kind of random. They're kind of fun. There's flowers and rainbows and teddy bears and butterflies, everything for the kids to do. And so they're $25. It's 12 cookies, 4 icings and 4 sprinkles, and they come in little cups of sprinkles. So the kids can really enjoy those and have fun with them. And then after they're decorated, and there's instructions on the top of the box, after they're decorated, I'm asking everybody to put them back in the box after they've dried and text me, and I will porch pick them up. And then I will add them to some other cookies, as well as ones that I'm doing myself, and I'll show you a couple. This one says, "Heroes work here." Here, I'll see if I can, there you go. "Heroes work here." And then I've got that says, "Thank you." And then I've got a really cute one. This one obviously would be for the medical field, but little scrub right there. And so I'll add some personal cookies in there, and then I will deliver them to the frontline hero of the person's choice. So it could either be one of the 3 hospitals, the family practice, family health center, Baylor Scott and White, Ascension Providence, a nurse's home. It could be nutrition services. It could be for their favorite teacher, but they will get decorated cookies and then the other thing that we're putting in there is also a little thank you note. So we want them, as their cookies are drying, to fill out the card and sign it and write a special note, and then we will deliver those to wherever they want those cookies to go. So I thought that would be kind of fun. People are looking for ways to give back and say thank you within our community. They can go to H-E-B or Walmart as a thank you. The possibilities are endless. There's so many people frontline in our communities that are doing so many great things and putting their health on the line for us. And so we want to say thank you. And so that takes my talent, and it gives the people in the community an opportunity to give back as well. So we'll see how it goes. It should be fun, and can't wait to see what some of these creations come back looking like. So
yeah, I like that they get to choose who they want to actually send it to as well. That's fun. Yeah, and didn't I hear you say, now we were talking about this before, didn't I hear you say that you're going to have a few extra cookies for the kids?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad we did talk about that before. So in the box, so there's 12, like I mentioned, there's 12 larger cookies, but there's also some fun smaller cookies. There's little flowers, different types of flowers. There's hearts and there's stars. And they get to keep the minis for themselves, because we want them obviously to enjoy the cookies that they're decorating. So all the minis, and I think there's 4 or 5 minis in each box. So they'll get to decorate those and keep those and share them with their families. Thank you for bringing that up. That's an important part.
Yeah, no problem. It sounds like a great deal, though. Help support everybody out there that's every day getting out there and still working around people.
You bet.
So this part where I ask now, do you have any advice that you could give to business owners, consumers, just anybody that's out there watching and listening?
Yeah, I think being creative, thinking outside, like I made a joke earlier, thinking outside the cookie box, and just, one of the things that I rely on a lot, we talked about earlier, is word of mouth. And so one of the words of advice I would give is, reach out to your clients. If you're, looking for ways to advertise and market, reach out to your clients and ask them to write a review. Those always help. Use those in your marketing as you're promoting your business. I think that's really important. There's no better advertising than somebody that's tried your product, eaten your product, shopped in your store. Use those kind words that they have to say about you and shout them from the rooftops, because those are really important. I think it's really important to stay calm. I am anxiety ridden. So this is not good for me. So just really trying to stay in tune with reality, and not get sucked into, I say it's easier said than done because I watch the news all the time, but just lean on your family, lean on your friends. Zoom has been incredible. My daughter was saying the other day that she really misses her friend. I was like, let's do a Zoom call with them. Let's get everybody together on Zoom and just really rely on your network and your friends and your family, and we're going to make it out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's going to be, but we're going to make it out, and we're going to be better for it. And
100%.
we just all got to stick together. So
That's great advice. That's true. Well, we all got to stick together.
yeah.
Is there anything we missed that we didn't discuss that you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. I really appreciate the opportunity to share my business and my passion. It's been a lot of fun. I just opened that cookie box and they smell so good. I think, just call me. I'm happy to, work through ideas and creativity with clients. I had share one really quick story. I had a sweet young lady who watches all the fun cake shows online. And happens to be her dad and mom are friends of mine, and she wanted to actually go through with her birthday cake and go through the whole design process. So she designed her own cake, and it's on my Facebook page. You'll have to find it, but she came over for consultation, and we drew up her cake, and she knew exactly what she wanted coming in. And I put her vision to sugar and presented it to her at her birthday party, and she was blown away. So just have fun with it, and I'm willing to experiment and try new things, and let's do that together. Let's do that together in sugar. So
that's awesome. Well, go ahead and put me down for one of those boxes. I'll have my son make some cookies.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing deal. So I'll jump on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Group, stay tuned. We're going to keep this going. I've got more interviews lined up next week. Thank you so much, Rachel. This has been
Thanks
amazing.
for having me.
And for now, we'll go ahead and sign off and stay safe. We love you, Waco.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.